Okay. Rav Dimi Bar Yitzchok Poslo Pischolai Parshat Miyocho. He was beginning at the very top. Yud Aleph, Amid Aleph, 11a, all the way on top. Okay. Ki avodim hoyinu. Yes, Rashi says this pasuk is in Ezra. Ki avodim hoyinu avdoseinu lo azavnu elokeinu. And in our slavery, we didn't leave Hashem. V'yet oleinu chesed lifnei malchi poras. And he showed his chesed upon us before the kings of Persia. E Masei bisman hom. When did he show that chesed? Time before Mon. Rabbi Chanina Bapol Poslo Pischo Lai Parshat Miyocha. Here kafta enosh l'roshenu. You've saddled men on our heads. Bono beishu mayim. We went through fire and water. We've gone into fire and water. Beish b'mei Nebuchadnezzar. Rashi says, because if you didn't bow to his statue, his image, you were thrown into the kiln. Nebuchadnezzar Rosha b'mayim b'mei paro. V'atotzeinu l'revoyo. And you took us out l'revoyo b'mei homon. There's a marshal on this for you, how we know that's Haman. Rabbi Yochanan Bosloch Lai Pischo Lai Parshat Miyocha. Zocha Chasdav Emnosol Levis Yisrael. He remembered his Chesed and his Emunah Levis Yisrael. Ro Chapsei Yortz Yishus Elokeinu. And all the ends of earth saw the salvation of Hashem. Emosei Ro Cholapsei Oretz Yishus Elokeinu. When did they see? The whole world entirely saw the Yeshua of Hashem, Hashem's salvation. Bimei Mordechai V'Esther. Why? Because since Achshverosh ruled the world supreme, so when they sent out letters to retract the first letters, so they understood. The lion roars, the dove shokek, and the bear paces. Moshe Rosha Alam Dal, and the Rosha dominates the impoverished people. Ari Noam is in Nebuchadnezzar Rosha. Nebuchadnezzar is the roaring lion. The Chsibbe, Ola Ari Misovcha, we'll see in a moment, the Gemara later quotes a pasuk in Daniel, where Nebuchadnezzar is compared to the lion. Dov Shokeg, Achashverosh, the Chsiv, Varo Chiva, Achri Tinyona, Damiladov. The next animal that came in the dream of Nebuchadnezzar looks like a bear. Toner of Yosef El Parsoyim. These are the Persians. She'ochel v'shosen kedov. They eat and drink like the bear. Subonim bosa kedov. They're laden with flesh like the dove. Umegadlan ser kedov. They grow hair like the bear. Ve'lem nucha kedov. And they have no peace. They're always pacing. There's always this unsettledness in them. Moshe Rosha. Who's the Rosha? Is the ruler? Haman. That's Haman. Alam Dal. Who's the impoverished people? Elish Roshem Dalim in the mitzvos. We were dalim, we were impoverished for mitzvahs. Jews didn't live, we'll see later, Jews didn't wear tefillin time of Haman. Jews didn't observe the mitzvahs. Rabbi Loza Poslo Putzchol HaParshat Miyocha Baltzatai Yimach HaMekore. As a result of laziness, the Yimach HaMekore, the supporting beam, becomes weakened. B'shlifus Yodayim Yidl of Avoyus, and through having one's hand lowered, the house becomes inundated. Because of the laziness, the Jews didn't sufficiently engage in Torah study. It's just a blushing. We don't say Hashem became impoverished, so we say the enemy of Hashem became impoverished. Moch means he became impoverished. He's not able to afford the evaluation. What's Mekora? He supports from above with water his aliyos of his upper stratospheres. Rav Nachman Bar Yitzchok Posel Pislei Parshat Miyocho Shira Malos Luli Hashem Shoyalonu Yomanu Yisrael Lule Hashem Shoyalonu Bekum Aleinu Odom. When man came upon us, who's Odom? Odom v'lo Melech Haman and not Achashverosh. Rava Posach Lo Pischo by Lo Ho Parshat Miyocho Bervos Tzadikim Yismachom. When there's an abundance of tzaddikim, the people will rejoice. Rosha, but when the Rosha rules, Yenachom, the people will groan. When there's an abundance of tzaddikim, the people rejoice. The Chsiv If Shushan Solo V'Samecho, right? Shushan was jubilant and happy, rejoicing. Shos Roshi Yenacham. But when the evil one rules, there were groans. Zehomon Dechsiv Shushan Navocha. They were in the state of mourning. Rav Masno Mihocha Bigoy Godol Asher Lo Elokim Krov Meilov. Yeah, what does he learn from this pasuk? What do you see from this pasuk? Huh? Yeah, what Rav Masno is bringing for this pasuk. I think this is just referring to the Gula. When we were extricated from the Gzeira. Because Hashem is close to us, therefore He helped us out. Rav Asher Mehocha Ogoya Anisi, look what?
It says that Haman told Achashverosh that God had rejected the Jews. So this is the opposite one.
Right. Okay. Vayibi me Achashverosh. Now the Megillah begins Vayhi, and it wasn't time of Achashverosh. Amar Rav, what is Vayhi? Vayvihi. It's woe and it's time to cry. Hado Dechsiv Ismar Karatem Shom Leyevecho Lavodim Lishvochos. We will be sold to our enemies as slaves. Shmuel Amam Lo Ma'asti V'Galtim. It says in the Tocha, despite the fact we're in exile, Lo Ma'asti V'Galtim L'Chalosim. We were not detested, we were not repulsed to be annihilated. Lo Ma'asti B'Mei Yevonim. We were not detested in times of the Persians, the Greeks. Lo Galtim Mei Nebuchadnezzar. L'Chalosim Mei Haman. And we were not destroyed, annihilated in time of Haman. Lafe Brisi Itom. To annul the bris with them, bimei parsoyim, time of the Persians, ki ani Hashem lokeim, bimei Gog Magog, time of Gog Magog. This is the end of time, the Armageddon. Asisiton lo ma'astim bimei Kazdim. Hashem did not detest us, time of the Kazdians. Who did Hashem put in place to be our leaders? Shemarihlem Daniel Hanem Ashuv Azaryo, right? Each one had a miracle. The lions then, the three of them went into the kiln, came out alive. Lo Ga'altim Bimei Yevonim. We were not repulsed, time of the Greeks. Shehemartilem Shimon Atzadik. The Chashmono Yevonim Batashio Kohen Gadol. Hashem provided Torah leadership for us. Shimon Atzadik Chashmo Yevonov Batashio Kohen Gadol. L'Chalosim Mehomo Shemartilem Mordechai ve'Esther. Lo'afi Brisi Itom Bimei Parsoim. He did not allow his bris to be nullified. What did he do for Hashem? Shemartilem Beis Rebbe V'Chachmi Adoris. What? That's when they recorded the Torah Shabbat Peh. Ki ani Hashem Elokeim Losid Lovo. I will be their God. That's at the end of time. Shen Kol Umo V'Lo Shichol Lishlopem. No nation could dominate the Jews any longer. Rabbi Levi Omer Miyocha V'Im Lo Sarishu Es Yoshvi Oretz. If you will not uproot those who dwell in the land. Rashi says, he says, the reason, what's the reason? Why do we have Haman? Because Shaul had pity, had on Agog, that's the reason why, that's Amalek. Right? He says, Af elu nenshu al shechol Shaul al Amalek. Rav Chia mehocha v'yakashe dimisi lasos lohem esed lochem. What initially I intend to do to them, I will do to you. Achashverosh. Now, what's Achashverosh? It's an acronym. Omrav Ochiv Shel Rosh. He's a peer with the Rosh. Ubengilo Shel Rosh. Yeah, he was born under the same mazel as the Rosh. We'll see what this means. Ochiv Shel Rosh. He's the brother of the leader. Ochiv Shel Nebuchadnezzar Rosha. He was the equivalent of, like Stalin and Hitler. Stalin was Hitler. Equivalent. Okay? Ochiv Shel Nebuchadnezzar Rosha Shenikra Rosh. Where do you find he's referred to as the head? Shenemar. Because the Nil saw in his dream, Antu Reisha Di Dahavo. He's the golden head. Ben Gilo Rosh, what does it mean? He was born under the same mazel, which means he had the same temperament towards us. Who Horag, Nebuchadnezzar killed. Who Bikish Larog. Initially, Achashverosh, he gave the green light for the decree. Who Hechriv, Nebuchadnezzar destroyed. He destroyed the Beis HaMikdash. Who Bikish Lachriv. He wanted to uproot what? Because it says earlier, they already give permission. They laid the foundations to the Beis HaMikdash. Nemar Malchus Achashverosh B'tchilas Malchuso Kosa Sidna Al Yosh V'Yehudi Yerushalayim. He wrote a scathing Sidna, hate, that they should stop the building of the Beis HaMikdash and actually even destroy the foundations. Shmuel Amar Shuhushchu Pneiim Shel Yisrael B'Yom of Kishulei Kedero. that the face of the Jews were blackened like the bottom of a pot. That's how he oppressed us. You know, you think Achashverosh, the jolly king, the man was a tyrant, anti-Semite on an extreme level. Rabbi Yochanan Amar, Kosher Zochro, he was such a tyrant, just by remembering him, just, right? Amar Ach L'Rosh, they say, woe to my head. You already had like a splitting migraine headache, just thinking what he was. That's how bad he was. Rav Chanin Omar Shakol Nasin Rosh Miyomov, he taxed people's lives out. Everybody came impoverished under his reign. Shenemar, Yosem Melech Achashverosh Mas, he implemented a tax. Hu Achashverosh, it says, Hu Achashverosh, it says, what do you mean? And he was Achashverosh. Hu Berisho Metchilos Vatzofo. There wasn't a moment in his life that he was a good guy. From the beginning to his end, he was evil consistently. There was a consistency in his evil. Hu Esav, we find the same term used by Esav. Hu Esav Betchilos Vatzofo. Esav was evil from the beginning till the end. Hu Dasan Aviram, listen to this. Dasan Aviram, Heim Berishon Betchilos Vatzofo. They were evil from the beginning till the end. Hu Hamelech Ochos. Ochos was an evil king. He was a Jewish king. Hu Berishon Betchilos Vatzofo. Avram, this pasuk is in Divrei Yomim. It says Avram hu Avram. Avram is Avraham, right? He was Avram, became Avram. Hu betzidko mitchilos vatzofo. He was righteous from the beginning till the end. Hu Aaron hu Moshe betzidkon mitchilos vatzofon. They were righteous there was a consistency. David hu Akoton. What is David? He is the small one. Koton refers to his humility. Hu bekatnuso mitchilos vatzofo. Geshem she bekatnuso hiktin. Just as initially, when he didn't have that special acclaim, he minimized himself. In the presence, somebody was greater than him in Torah. Even when he became the king, he would minimize himself, even though he was the king. In the presence, somebody who was greater than him in Chochmah. It says he was Hamolech. What is Hamolech? You say Melech. What's Hamolech? He became king. Molech means a person he reigned. Amarav Molech Shemolech Miyatzmo. Hear this? Meaning he took the reins. He took over. It wasn't right. Amar Amri L'Shevach. Some say it's praiseworthy. Amri Now others say it's critical. It's in a context of criticism. Amri L'Shevach Lo Aviinish T'Choshev L'Malkim Kavose. Even though he wasn't royal by birth, but nobody was more qualified than him to be the king. Now they say in the negative, factually he wasn't qualified to be the king. He paid for the position. He bought people off to be able to become the king. Mehoduvat Kush, it says his reign was Mehoduvat Kush, right? From India to Ethiopia. India to Ethiopia, it's not that far. We'll see in a moment. We're talking about the two opposite ends of the world. So that means from one end of the world to the other was his reign. Charam, no. Hodu v'kush got to be Hadodi. Havikaim, the next to one another. Shem Shem Molech al Hodu, just as his reign was Hodu. So if you're in a location, your reign is total. V'kush, kach Molech, b'sof olam and so forth. Identically, he ruled over the world as he ruled over the city, the countries that were right before him. Chiyotziv to Omer, ki Hurode, Bovel, Ever Anor, Mitipsach Arazo. This is referring to Sancherif. Who is it? I think it's Sancherif. Shlomo Tezayin. Chega Tezayin. Yeah. 1 second. Vibi Meach Tezvov. Anisha. Okay. Okay. Mitipsach. Chega. Roda b'chol Ever. Lamed. See the pasuk here. You Roda b'chol machiv anor v'shalom hayelo mikol avod of misoviv. Okay, that's Shlomo Melech. Okay. Rav Shocharom tipsach b'sof olam v'azo b'sof olam. No, Gaza. Azo. No. Okay. Charom tipsach v'azo b'chari yodori. Next to one another. Kami kshev shemolach al tipsach al azo kach molach kolom kulo. Sheva. Now it says how many countries did he rule over? Sheva ve'esrim mea medina. 7, 20, and 100. Omrav Chisda b'tchila molach al Shev. First he ruled over 7. Ubsof molach al esrim. Then 20. Ubsof molach al meyo. So in total, how many did he rule over? 100, not 127. Elamiatos, and more asks a question. It says by Amram, Ushnei Chai Amram, Sheva Shloshim Umashono. He lived 137 years. My dad, what are you going to say? You can't interpret it that way. What, he was 7 years, then 30 years, then 100 years. Shani Hocha Dekro Yiseru Michti, because there's an extra posuk. Because it's Mehodavat Kush. So what does it have to tell me? The number. Michti Ksiv Mehodavat Kush, Sheva Ve'esrim Umea Medino Lomali, Shmamino Lidrasha, to interpret it this way. First it was 7, then it was 20, then it was 100. So in total it was 100. What? You know, yeah, that is the morale. The morale says that. You know, it depends. You go back. Yeah. Right. If the next, if you go round, it's going one end. It's like we travel 40 years, at the opposite direction. Okay. It's like when Howard wants to go to Tina, he goes to Washington. Right. It takes a little bit longer than whatever it is. Okay. Tan Rabbanan. Shlosha Molchim B'Kip Shelo B'Kipo. There were 3 people who ruled the world supreme under the Kippah, no, Iron Dome, right? Okay, but Kippah. Elohim, who are they? Achav, Achashverosh, Nebuchadnezzar. Achav, where do we find it? Achav ruled the world supreme. The Chsiv, you know, Achav was looking for Eliyahu Hanavi. Eliyahu Hanavi was a fugitive, and he didn't leave a stone unturned. He couldn't locate Eliyahu Hanavi for 22 years. So it says, he said, Chai Hashem Elokecho, im yesh goyim amlocha shelo sholach Adoni shom levakecho. There was no location, no kingdom, where Achav didn't seek him out. Vilo davimolech alayu hechim botzim bishvalu. He took an oath. There was no location that I did not seek him out. What do you mean no location? You ruled the world supreme? The answer is you did rule the world supreme. Nebuchadnezzar chsiv hoyo hagoyim amlocha shelo yitin es savoro bol hamelech Bovel. Every nation had his yoke upon him. Achashverosh Damoron, right? We said Mehodavat Kush. Someone says for Suleka, what there were only these 3 kings who ruled the world supreme. Vika Shlomo, right? Shlomo Melech. Versus Losolch Malchusei. I mean, he didn't complete his reign. He was removed in the middle of his reign. So according to the opinion Gittin, that Ashmedai, the king of the demons, removed him. If that's good according to interpretation, initially he was a king and he was removed. If he was reinstated, ultimately he was, right? His reign was a different reign than the reign of these other kings. Rashi says he reigned on what's above and what's below. So Rashi Elyonim is the Shetim, that he ruled over the demon. Shenemar vayeshiv Shlomo al Kisi Hashem. He sat on the Kishi Hashem. He reigned supreme. Therefore, right there was Kippah Shel Olam, was just the physical world, but this one went beyond the. What about Sancheriv? Sancheriv conquered the whole world, right? He's the one who sent nations to different locations. So Mor says, "Dechsiv mi b'chol elokei arotzo se'elech asher itzilu es artzum yodi." Was there any mi b'chol elokei arotzos of all the gods of these lands who was able to protect their land from me? He took in the whole world. So Mor says, "What are you talking about?" Ho'ika Yerushalayim, right? He never conquered Yerushalayim. So he didn't conquer the whole world. The Lokovsha, Vika Daryovish, who brought Daryovish, this Darius, the Chsiv, Daryovish Malko, Kosuchal Amayo. He had sent out letters to all the nations. Umyo Velishna, Chol Amayo Levlishna, Di Dairin, B'chol Aro Shamleichun, Yaski. Right? He sent them letters. He says, "Peace, great peace upon you." Ha'iko, Samar says, excuse me, Ha'havyo Shevad Lomolach. There were 7 lands, countries that he did not rule over. Alayo Dichsiv, Shefar Kodom Daryovish. Where's Dalid? There you go. Shvar Kodom Daryovish, Bakim Al Muchuso Lachash Dampanyo. He only ruled over 127. 120, so he was missing 7. Right? He was missing 7. I mean, I don't know what the other man Yoma does with this. The other ones, it was 7, 20, and 100, right? If he ruled over 120, so you see 127 means 127. Doesn't mean 7, 20, and 100. Okay. Where is it? We're back over here. Yeah. Vohika Korash, this Koresh, Dechsiv, Ko Amar Koresh, Melch Poras, Ko Mamlechos, Oretz Nosli Hashem. On that Gemara says, Hoish Tabuchi, Hotegam Shtabach Nafshivs Previ. I know, but here it says he ruled. We said that Koresh ruled over 120. No, the sum total was 100 at the end of the day. No. Sum total was not 127. The one interpretation is he ruled 7, 20, and 100. That means altogether was 100. Right, including the other two. But here we're saying he ruled over 120 lands, countries. Right, so that means, so how did he rule over the whole world? Right, so you see he didn't rule. So evidently, you see 127 means not 7, 20, 100. It means 127. Right. 1 second. Tosfos has a question, why isn't Alexander the Great mentioned here? Alexander the Great ruled the world, so he conquered the whole world. So he says all these people we're mentioning are all it's sourced from Psukim. Alexander the Great, we know it's part of history, but it's not the origin is not Psukim. All these individuals here, it's in the Psukim, it's indicated that they ruled the world supreme. Okay? Further. It says, Bayom Haim Kesheves HaMelech. It says in those days when he assumed the throne, when did he have his inaugural coronation? 3 years into his reign. First it says Kesheves HaMelech, then it says B'shna Sholosh L'mocho. Omer of Mike Sheves Lachar Shenisiyash V'daito. Kesheves means not when he actually sat on the throne. When he felt secure. When he felt secure, that's when he said. And when did he feel secure? Only after 3 years, in the third year of his reign. Why? This is what he says. Oma Belshazzar Chosheveto. Belshazzar was the father of Vashti. Okay? He was the son-in-law of the Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar's son-in-law. Okay? One murderer, the son-in-law of the other murderer. Belshazzar Chosheveto, Anacha Shivlotinu. Belshazzar calculated, and he made a mistake in his calculation. I will make a calculation which it's not mistaken. What is it? It says, the Navi says, Ki lefi melos lebavul shivim shana, efkod eschem. Hashem says, after Bavel, from the time of the conquest, we went to exile. 70 years later, I will remember you, I will bring you back. Uchsiv lemalos lecharvos Yushalayim shivim shana. And it says, when the destruction of Yerushalayim 70 years, that's when he's bringing us back. So therefore, and what happened with Belshazzar? He made a calculation. He said 70 years has come. God does not bring us back. So that indicates that what? God has forsaken us. He's not bringing us back. That means God reneged on his promise to the Jews. You know, so I'm secure. We'll see. Choshev, Arboim b'chomish Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar's reign was 45 years. Esrim utlas the Ovum Rodach. 23 years was the reign of Odom Rodach. The Tarti Di and 2 of mine. Hoshivim, so what do you have? So you have 70 years, right? 45, 23, and 2. Howard, you have the pencil behind your ear?
Got it.
Okay, you make the calculation on the brown paper bag. Apik money, so what did he do? He took out the Beit Mikdash, he took out the Kalim of the Beis HaMikdash, which Nebuchadnezzar originally took to Bavel, Vishtamishbu, and he started to use the vessels. Yeah, 70 years. So why did God take him back? Evidently, we're not coming back. So what happened? He was killed that night. Where do we see that his reign was 45 years to Nebuchadnezzar? From the time that he was installed until he died, it was 45 years his reign. Domamar, Golu b'Shiva, Golu b'Shmona, Golu b'Shmona Esrei. What? Yeah, Golu b'Shasri, meaning there were different waves of exile. He didn't exile all the Jews at one time, Nebuchadnezzar. He exiled one king with a group of people. Then he exiled another group. So it went in 4 waves. 4 waves was the exile. Okay, again, Golu b'Sheva, Golu b'Shmona, Golu b'Shmona Esrei, Golu b'Chasrei. Now let's go. Explains. Golu b'Sheva. What does it mean? We were exiled in the 7 years. L'kibush Yokim. Golus Yoyochin. Yoyochin was a king. We went there 7 L'kibush Yoyochin. 7 years after he had captured Yoyochin. Golus Yoyochin Shu Shmona L'Nebuchadnezzar. Let's take a look at Rashi. Rashi explains. Golu b'Sheva Shmona Chad Golusu. Yeah, it was one exile. V'karoi Kodosh Ksiv b'Golus Yoyochin. B'Shna Shmona. Bach. B'Shma Shmona. L'Molcho. It was the 8th year of his reign. Nebuchadnezzar b'Sof Seif Melochem. Seif Yirma b'Sof Asher Heglo D'Vuzaradan. D'Vuzaradan was his general. B'Shna Sheva. Elo Shmona L'Malchus Nebuchadnezzar. B'Sheva L'Kibush Yokim. Shekovshu Tachta V'Shoshniya. You hear this? Hear what happened? It was the 8th year of his reign, and originally he left Yoakim was the king in Israel, but he was under his rule, even though he was the king. So the king was the puppet of the Nebuchadnezzar in Yerushalayim. So when did he exile him? It was 7 years. Okay, it was the 8th year of his reign, which was 7 years he was under his rule. V'lo V'hilo levet sholosh shonim v'yudches tesov ksiv b'golos sitkio so say v'yirmiyah v'hainu churvas Yerushalayim. The 18th and 19th year, that was when he destroyed Yerushalayim. Sheyud aleph shana, which is 11 years achal golos Yochim d'chsiv v'hi ba'ashtei esrei shana. It was the 11th year of Melech Tzidkio. Ma'yudches v'tes yudches l'kibush Yochim. It was 18 years when he actually had Yoakim, V'yutes l'malchus Nebuchadnezzar, right? Because he said earlier, Yoakim was the 2nd year of his reign, right? So therefore, the 18th year of Yoakim is the 19th year of his reign. Okay, let's get back to the Gemara here. Domamar Shon Rishona Kibish Ninveh. The 1st year of his reign, he captured Ninveh. Right. Shniyo Kibesh Yoakim. The 2nd year of his reign, he captured Yoakim Yerushalayim. He was under his reign. Uchsibi v'ahi b'shloshim v'sheva shana legolus Yoachin. What? It was the 37th year from the golus of Yoachin. Melech Yehuda b'shnei mosa chodesh be'esim v'chamish lechodesh nosa ovel mrudach melech Bavel. Bishnas Malchuso as Roshi Yochim Melch Yudah V'yotzi Osim Beis HaKeler Tamni Utlosin. That's 38. 1 second. We had over here. What does it say in the pasuk? It was 25. It was there you go. 37 years, and then a year later, the Sheva and 7. No, with Nebuchadnezzar when he first reigned. Harei Arboin v'chomesh. Nebuchadnezzar. The Esrim utlas ovum rudoch. How do we know there was an additionally afterwards? There was 37 years, 23 years of ovum rudoch was the next king. Gemara. It's just part of our tradition. V'tarti didei, and 2 years of his of Belshazzar. Hoshivin. Omar, so when he had 70 years, the Navi said they could be redeemed after 70 years, then not. He said, Hashtavari l'sulo mifriki. The Jews are not coming back. Apik moni dvei migdosha. He took out the kelim. Shtamishvu. Hainu to come Daniel v'amori shmayu hisromamto. You hear this? Because you actually lorded over the King of Heaven, the Master of Heaven. Ulamanyu dvei beisi hisiu kodmoch. And the kalim of his house you present for Yuchsiv Bei Belela Kotel Belshazzar Malka Kazdoi. That night, after using the kalim, the Kasdian king Belshazzar was killed. They found him killed. Uchsiv V'Daryovesh Badoch Kibel Malchuso Daryovish the Mede, Porus of Modai, he received the kingship Kebar Shnin, Shitin V'Tartin. What? 1 second. 62 years. What does that mean? Daryovish Mado Kiba Bachzok Kvar, he was 62. Iu Mitatoi, he says they made a mistake. Ano Chashivno Ti'ino. I will make the calculation, I won't make the mistake. Well, what's that? Evidently, but it doesn't. Wait. We don't see how he made the mistake. How did Balshetzer make a mistake? We don't see it yet. What the mistake was. Right. He included that. Of course, it really was the second. It was a year short. It was 69 years. Yeah. One second. Mi ksiv lemalchus Bovel. It doesn't say malchus Bovel. Lebovel ksiv. My Bovel, Legolus Bovel. From what? When the Bola Kabe B'tzirin. So what's exiled? Tamni. 1 second. Yeah, because it was the 9th year. He took him over in 8th year, the 2nd year. So it was the 9th year of the rule of Nebuchadnezzar. That means it's 8 years. 8 years was the exile, right?
It wasn't until 8 years that he exiled.
Right. The exile is 8 years later. No, it says. 1 second. Right. And when did he exile him? 9 years later from the beginning of his reign. 9 years later from the beginning of his reign. So really, but how many years was he under his dominance? 8 years. But when did he exile him? Really, 8 years later. So you have to deduct 8 years. You have to deduct 8 years now, right? So he says, Kamabat B'tzirins, how many are missing of the 70 years? 8 years. Choshev V'ayil Chilufayu. So he added to the 8 years that are missing, Chadu de Balshetzer, 1 year of Balshetzer's reign, the Chomesh to Daryovish, 5 of Daryovish, the Koirish, the Tarti Didei to Hoshavin, Kevon the Chozu de Moli, Shivin v'lo Ifrik, or Mahashta Vari Lusol Mifriki. Yeah. This is Achashverosh speaking. So what did he say? He said, okay, so what did he do? Balshetzer year, Daryovish, Chomish of Daryovish, the Koresh, the Tarti Dideg. So he already, this is the 3rd year of his reign. Hoshivin, so again, 7 years are up. Came in the Chos of the Moli Shivin, V'lo Ifruk. 7 years are up and they still haven't been redeemed. Mahashtavari Shul Mifriki. Apik Moni, the Beit Mikdosh, Vishtamishbu. So again, he used the Kalim with the Beit Mikdosh. This whole thing about using the Kalim with the Mikdosh. They're not taking any chances, playing it safe. They were aware what the Navi said. The Navi says, as long as the Jews are out to pasture, right? But if he's bringing them back, that means these Kalim are going to be reinstated. If God abandoned them forever, that means the base Mikdash will never have any value. So the Kalim are obsolete. So what happened? The Sultan came and he was dancing among them. So who was killed? Achashverosh didn't die. Vorag is Vashti. Someone asks, for Shapeh Choshev? See, evidently, if the calculation was right, so why weren't we redeemed? We should have been redeemed. If Achashverosh made the calculations, it's not from his beginning of his reign, it's from what? When the first king was exiled, right? So you have to look for what? An additional 8 years. So he made up the 8 years. He says he made a correct calculation. He also made a mistake. Why? The boile limnimni mecharves Yerushalayim. It's not when you were Egdal, it's when Yerushalayim was actually destroyed. How many are lacking? How many years are we short? Right? Chadeser. It's 11 years. Iu Kama Molach. How many years did he reign? Arbeser. 14 years. Barbeser di day. Havalei lemivdi Beis Hamikdash. Right? So when should have the Beis Hamikdash been built? Into his reign. 14 years into his reign. On the 14th year of his reign. Aloma Kesiv Badin Betelas Avdis Beis Halokah Yerushalayim. Yeah. We make Korish Betelas Avidis Beis Halokah Shetziva Korish Livnos V'Chozer Bo Al Yidei Sorry Yehuda Ben Yamin Korish Kos Seif Ezra Tatil Malchus Dar Yovish Hasheni Shemolach Acha Achashverosh Nikrosh Shalosh Shemish Dar Yovish Korish Aras Chashasto. Yeah.
So it didn't take place till 2 years after Darius took over.
So that's the question. It should have happened in the 14th year of his reign. Right? Badim betel savidas beis Halokah di Yerushalayim. We make Kurish betel savidas beis Halokah shetziv Kurish livnos v'chozabo. He himself retracted. He was only not till the second year of the reign of Darius II, which he ruled after Achashverosh.
Achashverosh last year was only a partial year, and Darius.
Well, when we get there, it wasn't full years. He counted partial years. That was his mistake. So they counted them as whole years, but they're not whole years. No, that's only regarding documents. That's regarding documents. Let's keep the date in the document. Tainami hochi, v'od shana alif, v'od shana achas yesh lebovel, yeah, v'oma dar yovesh v'shlimo. The b'shnas v'chanetzav ov rudach nivel shana means the years overlapped. Okay, we'll stop here.